All right, so next, I want to ask you about some current events and things that are going on out here, man. And one of these might hit close to home. I want to ask you about, recently, one half of the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, Wallo and Gillie, his son, Gillie's son, to be specific, was shot and killed in Philly. It seems like another sense of act of senseless violence. And I know that Wallo has reached out to you a lot before in the past. What did you think about this situation, man, when it took place?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, boss. That was the first time in a long time I feel like the world stopped. Like, I really feel like the world stopped when that happened because, man, I feel like with Gillie, that man worked so hard to give his kids a great opportunity, man. That's a real hands-on father. And can't nobody tell me nothing different. I mean, I see him promoting his daughter. She's seen. I mean, you got to think about it. a couple hours when his son was pronounced dead, he was riding on his way to the radio station with his other son in the car to go promote Gillie Fest. If you look at his last post on his page, man, he was going to the radio, talking about how he's finna turn it to $1 million worth of radio for Gillie Fest, and he had his young bull in the car, his son. And I just feel like the world stopped, man, and it had me in like so much of an awe, man, because Gillie come from that. He come from that background, man. And he tried so hard. And he put a lot of work in to provide them kids with opportunities. And I know in my heart, I can't say this with 100% certainty, but I feel as if he felt that, knowing that his kids didn't come from that lifestyle, they didn't have to, he put the work in and he got the respect he got in his city, that they was safe. And we all had that false sense of comfortability. Like, even in my city, I can go hang out anywhere. I feel a love, I feel embracements, but it could just be a random act, man. And I don't know cheese that much, but I just know the mac and cheese, the shirts to him and Gillie and Wallo always promoting his single. I mean, he just loved his son. That one looked like him the closest to me. And it was just to see that, man, the world stopped. And I pray to the family, I pray for understanding. I pray that Gillie continue to give us, what we've been getting from him for years, because he haven't posted nothing since his son died. Wallo been doing his part, advocating, trying to keep them together, and I know Wallo gonna do his part. But we really need Gillie, man, because this tragic situation is actually can help us understand how to move through unfortunate circumstances. So I think the world is waiting on obviously, whenever he does talk, whenever he's ready to talk, the world waiting on it. But we also need that blueprint of how to deal with this type of tragedy and these type of situations when you fight so hard and do all the things you have to do as a father to make sure that your kids got the best lifestyle, the best opportunities, the best everything. Because you came from that lifestyle and you got them out of it just for them to die in that lifestyle. So, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like the world stopped. My heart goes out to Gillie, man, and the whole family and $1 Million Worth of Game. And I'm just really, really hoping that he can navigate through this, man, because, come on, man, nobody never, the child supposed to bury the parent. It's never the other way around.
Exactly. Now, well said. And I couldn't even say it that much more myself or any better, man. It's a tragedy anytime something like this happens. And it seems like, they've been handling it personally. And the whole hip hop community is with Gillie and his family and reaching out to him, to show support.
I'm going to be honest with you. The Gillie Fest was already finna be big, but his birthday, because they buried, his son died Thursday, buried him on Monday. His party is Saturday, I believe. I think, I truly believe that the whole hip hop community in the world, everybody finna come together to celebrate cheese on his birthday, because that's all the world, that's all people close to that situation should try to do, because I don't think Gillie gonna be in the best spirit, even if he try to put it on. So I think it's more like, even though he buried his son Monday, I think the man, that's not enough time to grieve. And I don't know if he actually is grieving properly, because Gillie is strong man. Like he hasn't shown no weaknesses, you know what I mean? But he also taught us that it's a way to change. It's a way to be a different way. He smile, he joke, he get game. He show people how to love your woman, parade her, be an honorable man. So it's like in these moments right now, I just want to let Gillie know, man, we love you. We ride for you, man. We waiting on you. And we hoping that you can give us inspiration behind this situation to show us how to deal with such tragedies that's close to home, such as losing your child. Because I think that's because the way the universe works and how life is, it will want him to stop and give up, you know, because I'm not quite sure, but I'm knowing Gillie being a street dude where he come from, can't nobody convince me that he ain't have an urge to really get back out here and see what's going on about his son. Like, who wouldn't? We come from the streets no matter what. And what I learned in life is a situation can occur that'll show you ain't too far removed from the nigga you think you used to be. You still him. It's just a situation that occurred. And then one of them situations, man, that if something did go down and Gillie was involved, couldn't nobody fault him. But we hoping that's not the route he choose. We hoping he give us the inspiration and motivation to show us how to navigate through these situations, because we watching, we waiting. And I'm one of them dudes that I ain't never met the man, but I just got a high regard for him, and my heart goes out to him, because I feel like the world stopped when his son died. Rest in peace to Young Cheese, man.
Well said, man. Nah, couldn't have said it any more perfect, man.